2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
An overhead look at downtown Philly. And David
Kevin, thanks.
David, he is showing that maturity. Thanks for that report. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Chris Middleton is out there with Brook Lopez. And then there's Antetokounmpo. Then it's Holiday. And it's Connaughton in at the 2 guard. And for Philadelphia, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Ben Simmons. And it's Green in at the 3 slot. Holiday with it. Now Green defending. Shot. High post. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Green against Antetokounmpo. Middleton outside. Fires from deep. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. And for our viewers tonight, don't blink. Clark, you might miss something.
Do not blink. Do not put your eyes on your popcorn or whatever snack you're having while you're watching this one. They get up and down in a hurry, both of these squads. Execution on the fast break will probably determine the outcome in this one. Fast break points, a big stack to keep an eye on. You know, what touch from the Australian native, Ben Simmons. I mean, he's so good at staying under control, even when facing physical contact.
Now here is Holiday. Back to Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 5. Here's Simmons. Embiid, the pass to Harris. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Harris has really become much more adept at finishing hard shots. Great focus there.
Holiday surveying the floor. At the elbow, it's Antetokounmpo. Back to Holiday. And Simmons with the rebound. The 76ers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game.
And you rarely see the vision and playmaking of Ben Simmons in someone that size. That you can put him up there with Magic, LeBron, and Penny Hardaway in terms of those taller playmakers.
Yeah, you're spot on there, Greg. I mean, he's unique, really unique and gifted in that regard. And with all great passers, there are a couple of things they do well. One is they see a play or two ahead. They anticipate and throw the ball where it should be going, anticipating that. And the other thing is the timing with which they make their passes. It's usually right at the right time and the opportune time for a teammate to score on the catch.
Here's Embiid following the basket by Brook Lopez. And the shot goes in from Embiid.
Boy, a large frame and nimble feet and great strength allow Embiid to be bully balling guys down low.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, Holiday finds Antetokounmpo. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Can't connect from 14 feet out. The 76ers leading by 3. Here's Harris. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Harris has got 6 points.
Yeah, the effort and willingness to get out and run like that on the fast break endears Harris to his coaches, I'm sure.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. The Bucks also changing it up. Bryn Forbes comes in for Pat Connaughton, and it's Teague in for Drew Holiday.
Teague's ability to find the open man makes him one of the better passing point guards in the league.
Now, here's Maxey. Pass to Milton. And Scott has it in the corner. Back to Milton. Outside for Curry. Pass to Maxey. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Bobby Portis is checked in for Milwaukee. P.J. Tucker comes in for Brook Lopez. 1:10 left in the first. Here is Forbes. Back to Teague. At the top of the key, Forbes. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
And, you know, in that mid-range area, that in-between area, Forbes is a hard cover because when he gets a little room, he's really deadly.
Milton the pass to Curry. Back to Milton. Now here's Maxey. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's on Bobby Portis. It's his first trip to the line.
2 shots.
First one falls for him. He's perfect from the line this time.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Outside Teague. Pass to Portis. The kick out to Teague. Portis trying to free himself. Teague can't hit. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Milton. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
A precision passer, Curry, also excellent at seeing his guys when they're open.
Now here's Teague. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Portis, the pass to Teague. Count it.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. 76ers on top. This is what Giannis Antetokounmpo recently told us.
For me personally, I just want.
And for Giannis, Greg, the consistency from range has been a focal point.
The more accurate he is from outside, the wider the driving lanes become, making him nearly impossible to stop.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the 76ers, what are your thoughts?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second, we've got Chris Middleton. Bobby Portis out there with P.J. Tucker. Then there's Teague, and it's Forbes in at the 2. Teague for 3. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Teague's got 5 points so far.
Teague, any room to get that shot off, and he's going to take it and make it. He's a capable three-point shooter.
On the wing, Harris, guarded by Tucker, and the basket is good.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
And here is Teague. He has 5. To the middle. Portis, the pass to Teague. There's the lob to Portis. Rebound by the 76ers.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay-in.
Milton's shot is good.
Yeah, that's good vision from Harris. I mean, he draws so much attention himself, so he's become a capable passer.
The pass to Forbes. Up top, Portis. And Portis throws it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Back to Milton. Harris outside. Banked in off the glass. Harris has got the lead up to 5 now for Philadelphia.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Teague finds Tucker. Back to Teague. Kicks it down to Middleton. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. They get it again. Portis. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Hill. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. You know, at the center and the swing position, those are two guys that still are very reliable.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Korkmaz comes in for Tobias Harris, and it's Ben Simmons in for Hill.
Oh, a nifty finisher. You didn't think Holiday would back down inside, did you?
Outside, Green. Stolen by Holiday. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, if you just look for a few minutes at Giannis Antetokounmpo on the court, you know why he's called the Greek Freak. But it's the drive that makes him an MVP. He said, people try to make it complicated. Life is simple. You know what you want, go get it. Do what it takes every day and don't lie to yourself. Guys, I hope you understand I'm being truthful in all of these reports. Back to you.
Love the intensity. David, thank you.
And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek Freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself.
Thibault finds Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
When he's close to the rim, the attitude that Embiid brings is, I'm dunking this thing.
1:02 left in the first half of basketball. Middleton left side. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Middleton's got 4 points in the quarter.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Simmons. Oh, he jams it right over Giannis Antetokounmpo. Wow!
And, you know, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane bounce, he takes advantage of it, really demonstrating how lethal he is in the air.
Middleton outside. 30 seconds left in the first half. Lopez kicks to Connaughton. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. They lead by 4. Scooped up. Thibault, the pass to Green. Outside, Simmons. A second chance effort. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
I tell you what, when Simmons is taking it strong to the rack, he's looking for the contact and the foul. I love his aggressiveness.
He hits both from the stripe. Now T. That will count. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Philadelphia. Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sport. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. At its highest, their lead topped out at 5 points. And that's a wrap.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. We've seen a tremendous game from Harris.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Ben Simmons is out there with Matisse Thybulle. And it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group in the game for the 76ers.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Howard's checked in. Here's Teague. The dish to Tucker. Back to Teague. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Now, here's Thibault. Tight defense on him. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Here's Harris. Outside, Simmons. It's tipped, but they'll get another chance. Here's Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
Boy, that long reach of Embiid's paying dividends there, guys. An absolute machine on the offensive glass.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Pass to Portis. Back to Teague. To the inside. Embiid with the steal. And now Philadelphia on the break. Here's Howard. And it's slammed in by Howard.
Boy, I love whenever Howard leaks out in transition. He's a big, easy target to find in these situations.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Forbes the pass to Portis. And that one drops for him.
Boy, nice job that time, guys, from Forbes, spotting the wide open man and dropping the dime.
On the wing, Harris. Back to Simmons. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Good D by Lopez.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
The 76ers leading by 10.
And how about the defensive impact Embiid has on the floor? He's a great rim protector who can swipe an errant pass every so often.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he's just so big. He's mammoth. I mean, he's not only tall and long, he's deep, too. He's a thick guy. So he's an excellent rim protector. Discourages inside attempts at a high rate. Clogs up the paint. That length is a huge asset. And then his foot movement, his agility for a guy of his size is pretty impressive, too. And Brook Lopez, a little bigger and more of an offensive player than his brother Robin. But they've both turned into quality big men in this league.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Curry's checked in for Howard. Maxey comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And George Hill's subbed in for Simmons.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Up top, DiVincenzo. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Lopez kicks to DiVincenzo. 6 on the shot clock. Lopez dishes to Giannis. They grab their own miss. DiVincenzo passes to Antetokounmpo. Back to DiVincenzo. Offensive rebound, Bucks. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And finally they hit one. Giannis has got 6.
And with each season, Antetokounmpo continues to polish up his post game. He's got such a nice high release on the shot, and at his size, virtually impossible to block it.
Harris against Middleton. Harris inside. Yep, it counts. Harris has got the lead up to 12 now for the 76ers.
Boy, he sure is a talented combo forward with terrific feel for the game. Harris can score in bunches.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
The Bucks have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
You know, what you really like about Antetokounmpo is he wants to keep getting better. I'd say he's accomplished that and then some.
Here's Curry. That shot off the mark. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Lopez dishes to Giannis. Middleton outside. Back to Antetokounmpo. Middleton outside. Outside Holiday. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. There's 14 seconds left in the third. Here's Maxey. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer.
And so it's Philadelphia up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. We'll return shortly. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for the Bucks, they've got P.J. Tucker, Holiday out there with Teague. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Connaughton in at the small forward. Teague, the pass to Portis. And Portis throws it down.
Well, you can see that Teague really comfortable in running the pick and roll. And passes like that, easy for him.
Curry with it. Taken away by Holiday. Here we go with Holiday running it up the court. And it's sent back by Howard.
And, you know, this is a definite strength of Howard's game. I think he's a rim protector of an elite level.
Matisse Thybulle checked in for the 76ers. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Middleton's checked in. Holiday dishes to Tucker. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Thybulle, the pass to Simmons. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Sometimes you just have no way of stopping Simmons on the interior. I mean, he's a very skilled player who gets these calls routinely.
And the 76ers with some changes. Embiid, he's checked in for Howard. And Harris subbed in for Shake Milton. And the whistle blows and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
I tell you what, I love the unselfishness of Ben Simmons. This guy delights in setting up his teammates, and if they're open, they get the ball.
Middleton looking it over. Knocked away. Connaughton passes to Middleton. Clock at 6. Outside Holiday. To the paint, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot. 24-second violation. A different look for Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo comes in for Portis, and it's Lopez in for P.J. Tucker. Giannis against Simmons. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently. How about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to how about Kobe going to the Lakers? Mikal and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit. And I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
You know, you look at Ben Simmons, and the thing that jumps out to me is his all-around game. I mean, it's absolutely terrific. He's a stat sheet stuffer, supreme.
Dwight Howard. He's checked in for Philadelphia. Giannis dishes to Lopez. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists in the game. Thibault, the pass to Harris. Here's Embiid. And they double up Embiid. Simmons finds Embiid. That one falls. Embiid's got the lead up to 13 now for the 76ers.
Well, you got to respect not only the strength and size and agility of Embiid, but how about his balance, too? Able to finish through contact. That's impressive.
Antetokounmpo passes to Holiday. And Simmons with the rebound. Simmons got rebound number 5 here tonight. Passes it to Thibault. Simmons with it. Now guarded by Giannis. And Simmons kicks to Harris. Back to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the 76ers.
They simply ran him off the court.
They set the pace, and their transition game was executed flawlessly.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Tobias Harris.
Boy, from a scoring standpoint, he was absolutely sensational. Made the game look easy tonight.
And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. And the 76ers with a completely new group now. 58 seconds left in the fourth. And the pass to Tucker over Scott. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Curry on the wing. Defended by DiVincenzo. Stolen by Tucker. He's got a clear path. Ball going up court. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
Nice job hitting him right in stride. Excellent play.
Guys, they have a really solid lead at this point.
Definitely, and they haven't faced much resistance.
Left side Curry. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Pass to Tolliver. Back to Curry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. And the 76ers lead by 16. Now here's Tucker. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Tucker doing a nice job getting it done from there.
So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. A confident win and one where they clearly... A confident and well-dressed group of 76ers making their way to the locker room earlier on, looking for They're down a body tonight, but it shouldn't have too much of an impact on their rotation.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. We've got Bogdanovich. Clint Capella is out there with Collins. Then it's Young, and it's Snell in at the 3. And for Philadelphia, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Simmons is out there with Matisse Thybulle, and it's Green in at the 3 spot.
A little surprised he took the jump shot with nobody around him. He could have attacked the basket.
And Embiid throws it down.
Getting off the ground fast. Embiid is an absolute animal when it comes to hammering it home.
Now, here is Young. Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big men up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor will likely be the victor.
And so Simmons will bring it up for Philadelphia. Here's Harris with the tip. It's good on the putback.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. Young outside. And that one, good.
You know, fending off the defense well there. Young solid at just being crafty enough in these types of situations.
Simmons against Collins. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. This is his first free throw of the game.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
I mean, what you can appreciate about Simmons is his all-around game. I mean, he can score, he can pass, I mean, he can rebound, and he does it all at an efficient rate.
Bogdanovich with it, outguarded by Simmons. Young drives in, and the shot goes in. Young's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Good ball movement here by the 76ers.
Unreal athleticism. I mean, for a bigger guy, Embiid really knows how to drop the hammer.
You know, Greg, we can all agree that Joel Embiid's a superstar in the league with his play, but you get the feeling he's the most criticized superstar in the league right now as well.
You know, pundits and fans have questioned his fitness, his fit, but at the end of the day, he does get it done, and the numbers speak for themselves. Embiid's an outspoken guy, which can invite a lot of criticism.
The drive by Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Such an impressive athlete. The way Simmons moves on the drive is so natural and under control.
Here's Young. Collins trying to break free. Trae Young again. Young's got 8 points. The 76ers have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. On the wing, Green. Simmons against Collins. Oh, that was something else.
How can you not love Simmons? I mean, some of the dunks he pulls off are insane.
And Young kicks to Collins. And Young, here we go. And it's blocked by Simmons. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. Off on the layup.
He's not an easy man to stop when he's attacking the basket. The D doing everything it can.
Shots good from Young.
Some high IQ basketball from Bogdanovich. Moves the ball to the wide open man for an assist.
Here's Simmons. Oh, that was an impressive throwdown.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Bogdanovich finds Young. Kicks it out to Collins. Just 5 on the clock. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. That's a 2 from Snell. The clock winding down, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
A workhorse on the glass. Capella ready to pounce on misses as soon as the shot goes up.
Green, the pass to Embiid. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. He has 6.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Young inside. Simmons is there. He doesn't hit that one. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Simmons got 10 points in the game.
And you see how comfortable Simmons is. I mean, he has the size and touch to be effective down there.
Here's Young. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Philadelphia ahead. They're up by 6. And chatting earlier with Ben Simmons, he addressed the scrutiny that players have to deal with on a daily basis.
For me, it comes with...
And with social media now, Greg, blocking out the noise has become for these players even harder.
I mean, truth is, people like to criticize others. We should be celebrating what Simmons has accomplished at a very young age.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the 76ers, what are your thoughts?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, how many coaches say, we want to start fast? Now, let's see if they can maintain that intensity.
We've got Ben Simmons. Shake Milton is out there with Hill. Then there's Howard. And it's Korkmaz in at the small forward position. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter. Now Williams. And the layup is good. Williams has got his first points in this one.
And such a nimble ball handler. Williams makes quick work of getting down the lane, and he'll drive all night long if they let him.
Hill finds Howard. Yep, that one goes in there. Howard's got the lead, back up to 8 now for Philadelphia.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Mike Scott's checked in for Ben Simmons. Curry comes in for Korkmaz. And Maxey subbed in for Hill. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Dunn's checked in.
And one thing about Hunter, it never gives up. You can see the focus and energy that he plays with on every possession.
Here's Milton. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Milton's got the lead up to 8 now for the 76ers.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
They're just playing smart basketball, reading the floor well and executing.
They get a hand on it, and stolen by Scott. Here we go, one-on-one. And it's slammed in by Howard.
Throughout his career, Howard has dominated the boards with size, touch, and time that he possesses. Just a lethal concoction.
Here's Dunn, and it's sent back by Howard. And here we go, Philadelphia running again. And it's Howard finishing it off.
This is the chemistry Howard has with his guys. Fantastic at realizing when to go for alley-oop.
Dunn passes to Okongwu. Back to Dunn. No good. And it's Philadelphia the other way. The kick out to Scott. Pass to Howard. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10", with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. How about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know, but he gets into you and competes, man. And that's the beauty of our game You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys, there are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great players. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
The 76ers shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Howard. Tobias Harris comes in for Mike Scott. Danny Green, he's checked in for Shake Milton. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Curry.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
And the second season for Trae Young, just unreal. Pulling off amazing performances at such a young age. Greg, just how good do you think he can be?
You know, Kevin, Young will be viewed as a top point guard in this league for a long time. When it's all said and done, might be one of the best point guards in league history. Certainly is on his way to being one of the best shooters to ever play. Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Young passes to Capella. The kick out to Young.
The shooting has been a bright spot for them. Otherwise, they've struggled as a whole.
Philadelphia leading by 16. And here's Maxey.
That type of D, that's not going to get it done. I mean, he can't be giving up those kinds of shots.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Young, right side. Here's Capella. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Embiid.
The assertiveness of Capella, when he's playing with passion inside, it forces the D to act.
First free throw is good. All free throws good from Capella. There's 21 seconds left in the second quarter. Now, here's Maxey. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Maxey's got 6 here in this quarter.
He's finally coming around, trying to make up for that goose egg he put up in the first quarter.
Capella, the pass to Snell. With 1 on the clock. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers holding a big 18.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of Ben Simmons had it going on in the first quarter. He had 10 points, 2 rebounds. And that
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just... Like whenever Simmons finishes with power off the drive, he'll make a poster.
Young against Simmons. The feed now to Capella. And the rejection by Embiid. And the dunk by Capella. Here's Simmons. 12 points for him. Collins with some nice D. Embiid with the steal. Passes it to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Look at the unselfishness of Embiid. But I mean, he's solid at realizing when one of his guys is uncovered.
And there's the call on Matisse Thybulle. That is his first foul of the game. Atlanta making a switch here. Herter's checked in. Young for 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And Atlanta gets called for the foul. He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots of the game right here. For the Hawks, Gallinari, he's checked in for John Collins. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Bojan Bogdanovic. And it's done in for Trae Young.
What unselfishness from the young guard, Dunn. He's making more of an effort to distribute the ball.
And at this point, you got to feel like you have a good idea of who Chris Dunn is as a player. A very solid option to bring in off the bench.
Yeah, Jay, he's a great facilitator, and he looks to pass first. A plus defender as well. But to be a starter, you need to be a threat to score at the PG position, and that's just not done.
And a wide open look for Capella. No good with the triple. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
Playing to his strengths on the offensive end. Simmons, I mean, an added bonus whenever he catches fire.
Over to the wing. Herder passes to Capella. And stolen by Thibault. And now here comes Simmons leading the break. Outside, Green. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. And Simmons slams it in.
That's the savvy veteran Green. He's able to spot when his teammates aren't being covered. That's a nice read right there.
Done outside. Over Simmons. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
And they pick up 2.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And stolen by Thibault. Oh, and here we go with Simmons. Nobody back.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. Okongwu's checked in for the Hawks. Williams comes in for Dunn. Here's Williams. Shooting foul. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Here's Maxey. 6 points for him. 6 to shoot. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Scott tries again. Howard kicks to Scott. Back to Howard. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Hawks have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Williams can't get it to go.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Scott dishes to Curry. Scott kicks to Milton. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Okongwu grabs the board.
That works just like they drew it up until the part where he short arms the layup.
The Hawks have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. That free throw good from Gallinari.
And when Gallinari is healthy, he's such an effective player. I mean, a skilled shooter who really helps to space the floor for his team.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for Mike Scott. Korkmaz comes in for Shake Milton. And it's Hill in for Maxey. High post, Howard. It's Curry outside, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in.
Oh, you got to see more of this from Bogdanovich. It's important.
And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for the Philadelphia 76ers. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all, and he looks to be planning for more. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Well, I like that he didn't make his decision too early. You know, he let the play develop. That's how you do it. Finds the weakness in that defense.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Korkmaz is out there with Anthony Tolliver. Then there's Hill. Then there's Howard. And it's Curry in at the 2 spot. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Bounce pass from Hill. And the foul called on Bruno Fernando. That is his first foul of the game.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Embiid, he's checked in for Tolliver. Green comes in for Korkmaz. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Seth Curry. And Simmons subbed in for George Hill. Then for the Hawks, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Bruno Fernando. Collins comes in for Okongwu. And it's Bogdanovich in for Hill.
And a depth mid-range shooter as well. All Young needs is a little breathing room, and he set the fire.
And there's the call on John Collins. That is his first foul of the game.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Harris is checked in for Green. Simmons passes to Thybulle. Howard in the post, defended by Young, and Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. Philadelphia with the ball. Embiid, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And it's good, 2 points. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice.
Yeah, clearly struggling here with the foul. Still early. And just one more will put him over the limit.
Howard in the post. Young's there. Howard, good.
This game would have a different look if it wasn't for his shooting. I mean, 100% from the field for him.
Young drives in. The shot misses. And it's Philadelphia the other way. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Thybulle kicks to Simmons. And the 76ers get it back. Fires for three. He can't get that one to fall. For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Here's Young. Lays it up off the glass. Young's got 20 points.
And having to respect Young's deep range defensively, hard to close off the lane.
But they recover it. Pass to Harris from deep. Now here's Thybulle. Embiid kicks to Simmons. Missed it, even after all those chances. Left side, Collins. The shot from 20 feet away. Atlanta gets it back in a new 14.
I love his work ethic, not to mention his hands. You need both to convert those tip-ins.
Philadelphia leading by 21. Harris looking it over. Simmons inside the line. Simmons missing again. The Hawks have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the 76ers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Ben Simmons.
I mean, he had a plan for how to attack the D. He executed and never let up. Relentless offensive basketball.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Collins. Kevin Huerter comes in for Tony Snell. Lou Williams is checked in for Bogdanovich. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Trae Young. Another miss by Philadelphia. Here's Atlanta now. They're on a 14-6 run. And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Okongwu's checked in for the Hawks. There's the pass to Thibault. There's the dish to Harris. From outside, off the mark. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Pass to Thibault. Takes a three. It's hauled in by Dunn. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant one foul.
And, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on it.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time.
Oh, what a shot! Did you see where he shot that from? Did you see where he shot that from?
Incredible.
Oh, Sewell, wow.
Crazy.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. Here's Thibault. Can't connect. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to...
for the land of the free.
It's time for the NBA. GA, it's
Kevin, thanks very much.
all right, David, thank you. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
So the Nets starting five. They've got Harris. Jordan is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden, and it's Irving in at the two-guard. And for Philadelphia, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Green in at the small forward. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too. And here we go. Harris heading to the hoop.
How about the activity of Simmons, mucking up passing lanes and making life difficult on the opposition. So good at getting steals.
Now, here is Irving. Puts it up from 15. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Harris against Harris. And Harris gets it to go on the assist by Embiid.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
Harden surveying the D. No good from outside. 76ers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And again, Tobias Harris. Harris has got 6.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
Irving makes it off the glass.
Oh, tenacious attack by Irving. The handle, the speed, look out.
Outside, Simmons. To the inside. And the dunk by Embiid.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
Here is Harden. 76ers getting the bucket. Here's Irving. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Irving's got his second basket of the game.
Well, this is one of the best in the league at converting off contact. What body control by Kyrie Irving.
Back to Simmons. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. Harden against Green. Outside, KD. From deep. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got 4 rebounds in this game. There's the lob for Harris. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
And DeAndre Jordan, not the same impact center he once was, but he's done a great job of acting as a leader for this team.
Well, you think about DeAndre Jordan's career, Greg, and over the course of time, he's played a number of different roles. What you like about what he did this past season is, even though in a changing role, he still tried to make an impact. That's called being a teammate.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Howard's checked in for Embiid. Scott comes in for Ben Simmons. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. And Maxey's subbed in for George Hill. Pass to Maxey. It's stolen. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. And that one's good, Irving. Irving's got 8 points.
And just a solid way to start the game. 4 or 5.
It's Scott on the win. Here's Howard. And it's slammed in by Howard.
It doesn't get any higher percentage than that. Dwight Howard, no doubt, on the dunk.
Nets trail by 6. Outside Irving. From about 16, Green. He can't get it to go. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Maxey passes to Howard and stolen by Irving. In transition, here come the Nets. Over Maxey. And too long on the shot. The 76ers leading by 6. A shot by Milton, no good. And Irving with a clear path to the hoop. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. 10 points for Kyrie Irving.
Well, I'm telling you, this guy is doing everything he can to get them where they want to be. He's been on a mission in this period.
And the foul on Tyler Johnson. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Philadelphia. Simmons checked in for Scott. And it's Korkmaz in for Shake Milton. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Harden's checked in. Here's Simmons. Kept alive. And Howard with the second chance points.
Well, this has been one of the staples of Dwight Howard's game. Get on the glass on the offensive end and finish it.
Harden inside the three-point line. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Pass to Korkmaz. Here's Simmons. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
No answer for Simmons, a tenacious scorer who finishes with muscle through contact.
Philadelphia shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line.
And so it's Philadelphia with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And against one of the toughest offensive players in the league, they've been doing a great job shutting down Jake.
How can we be the best version of ourselves individually?
Well, Durant may not be the in-your-face type of player, Greg, but he gets the message across for sure.
He's not going to yell at you. He's going to show you how it's done and expect that you're as committed to winning as he is.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. What stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So for Brooklyn now, we've got Green, Harden out there with Brown. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Claxton in at the center position. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it. Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report. And Simmons slams it in.
Just phenomenal timing from Simmons, leaving the ground once the pass was released and tearing that bucket apart. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. And a change for the Nets. Durant's checked in. Jordan high post. And no good that time. Nice D from Scott. And now Philadelphia on the break. Curry, good.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Outside Durant. Bangs home the trifecta. KD's got his first 3 points of the game. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said is you can coach a lot of different ways. You can win a lot of different ways. But you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Nicholas Claxton. Luwawu is checked in for Kevin Durant. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Joe Harris. Irving can't get it to go.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Simmons. Oh!
Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he sees it.
Now, here is Irving. Defended by Thibault. Counted, and the Philadelphia lead has been cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Kyrie Irving. Harris drives in. And now we've got the intentional foul. And a new group in for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Griffin. Kevin Durant comes in for Green. Joe Harris is checked in for Luwawu Cabarro. And it's James Harden in for Brown. Shots good by Simmons.
And loves to operate around the rim. Simmons' tall frame helps him to beat defenders.
Irving for three. Rejected by Harris. And they're able to recover. Irving attacking. That's in. And he's 7 for 12 now in the game.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
On the wing, Harris. Guarded by Harden. Green dishes to Simmons. He doesn't hit that one. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Harris passes to Durant and finished off by KD.
Well, this is the court awareness that Joe Harris gives you. He is so skilled at realizing how to give his teammates an open look.
And they double up Simmons. And here's Harris from the arc. Simmons inside. He's covered by Irving. A nice shot by Simmons.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Nets trail by 4. Harden outside. Oh, he touched it while it was in the cylinder. That's offensive basket interference. And a new group in for the Nets. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. Luwawu is checked in for Harris. And it's Tyler Johnson in for Bruce Brown. And that one's good, Maxey. And now a 6-point 76ers lead. Brooklyn's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And Harden with the stop.
And Harden is a nightmare in the pick and roll. Just a clever combo guard who is completely unpredictable.
On the wing, Scott. Here's Maxey. Lobbed up there for Howard. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
That's about communication between teammates. Dwight Howard, high-flying as ever.
The three from Harden. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for the Philadelphia 76ers. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, good to see Ben Simmons putting in some incredible work. He had 16 points, 2 assists.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. What a game we're seeing from Simmons.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Simmons. And it's Green in at the small forward spot. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
Harden the pass to Jordan. Back to Harden. Corner shot. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Back to Harris. Jordan with the rebound.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
And then Durant with the jam.
Well, Kyrie Irving has such a good sense of when his teammates are going to create an opportunity, and he puts the pass on time and on target.
Simmons with it. He's picked up by Jordan.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
And Doris, last season for Kyrie Irving, really one of waiting. No Durant on the year to play off of, and then Kyrie's season with the Nets was cut short due to injury.
Well, second surgery for Irving in the last 3 years. You obviously hope he and KD can stay healthy and try to revitalize this Nets organization. Irving is so excited about being on the court. The NBA misses him when he's not playing. Let's hope he stays healthy.
And it's Simmons penetrating. Here's Embiid, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. And the 76ers lead by 4. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. And stolen by Simmons. The finish, and Simmons slams it in.
And anytime he comes up with a steal, Simmons has the speed to turn it into a quick, fast break. And if he can take it all the way himself, he'll do it.
And here's Harden. 8 points for him. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
As crafty as they come, Harden uses that tremendous body control to his advantage.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Howard comes in for Green, and Maxey subbed in for Simmons. And then for Brooklyn, Griffin's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Luwawu Cabarrot in for Harris. Johnson, he's checked in for James Harden. Here's Embiid. Passes to Maxey. Lays it up and banks it in. Maxey's got his second basket.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Irving drives in. He gets it in there.
And we know this. When Kyrie Irving starts to get going on the offensive end, he's really tough to contain. An incredible scorer because you know he can hurt you from any area of the floor.
It's stolen by Green. In transition, here come the Nets. Irving can't get it to go.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
The pass to Howard. They double team Howard, and it goes down 2 points. Howard's got 8 points.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
And an intentional foul right there. And some changes here for the 76ers. Mike Scott's checked in for Joel Embiid. Shake Milton comes in for Harris. And it's Seth Curry in for Matisse Thybulle. And on the way from Irving for 3. The 76ers leading by 6. Curry passes to Scott. Outside for Curry. 1:10 left in the third quarter.
Boy, Kyrie Irving becoming a better and better defender over time. Nice block right there.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Curry is inside. Johnson on him. Goes back up. Here's Howard. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Irving for 3. Dwight Howard grabs the board. Howard's got 6 rebounds in the game. Curry with it. And Griffin picks him up defensively. Nets trail by 6. A nice shot by Irving. Irving's got 22 points.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
Here's Maxey. Another shot. And so the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last. Here's Irving. He's got 22. Takes the three. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. 76ers lead by 4. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, this is why great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. We've got Brown. He's out there with Harden. Jordan is out there with Durant, and it's Claxton in at the power forward position. Here's Harden. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Embiid.
Maybe the best ever at earning free throws. I mean, Harden has mastered the art of contact and still being able to get off the shot.
And the 76ers making a change here. Green's checked in. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Harris is checked in for Nicholas Claxton.
He's an absolute gym rat. Simmons is relentless in his pursuit to dominate really all phases of the game and improving with his scoring.
Harden outside. And the jam by Harden.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Here's Hill. He gets that one. Hill's got his first 2 points.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
And they go to the intentional foul. Tobias Harris is checked in for Philadelphia. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Korkmaz. Here's Harden. And it's blocked by Simmons.
How about the balance and body control? Simmons able to send that one packing.
Chalk up 2 there. Simmons got the lead up to 8 now for Philadelphia.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And the basket by Harden. Harden's got 6 here in this quarter.
Superb at finishing through contact. Harden is just so elusive and creative on those strong drives.
And the call will be against Harris. That's foul number 2 for him. Howard's checked in for Philadelphia. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Irving's checked in for Bruce Brown. Jordan against Embiid. And the call. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. His concern was both their inconsistency and their amount of three-point shots. He said, let's move the ball for good shots. If you have an open 3, take it. Otherwise, let's attack the rim and put some pressure on these guys. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
And whenever Harris is aggressive like this, I think it's for the best because he has that ability to attract contact. We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Irving surveying the floor. And a miss there on the triple.
When you're not in rhythm with the 3 ball, why do you keep firing from there?
And it's Durant with the rebound. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. That's good. The Philadelphia lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Irving.
Guys, it doesn't get much bigger than that. Irving coming up huge right there with the bucket.
Harris outside. Back to Simmons. 1:53 left in the fourth quarter. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And this is how Simmons puts up points. He challenges you close at the rim more often than not, having the physical advantage.
That one misses for Simmons. And it's Harris with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. 7-point differential. And it's good for 2.
Boy, terrific read. Kyrie Irving understands what the defense is giving him and takes advantage.
Bible on the wing, guarded by Harden. Outside, Simmons. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And Philadelphia making a change here. Green's checked in. Nets trail by 5. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. And good that time. Harden's got 8 points in the quarter.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
Timeout called the 76ers. They're in front by 3. 1:20 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And now let's present our New Balance player of the game, Ben Simmons.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
Good try by Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And when the game is tight, Simmons rises to the occasion, effortlessly capitalizing when his team desperately needs him to.
Harden kicks to Durant. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. For Philadelphia, they've gotten it done so far from the field here in the fourth, going 6 for 7. Harris outside. .40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 6. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. .30 seconds left to play here in the fourth. On the wing, Harris. Back to Harden. Over Howard. And it's sent back by Howard. And here's Harris from the arc. It's hauled in by the 76ers. First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6.
Really an underrated part of Embiid's game. Excellent as a foul shooter for a 7-footer, so you just can't hack away at it.
Well, just knocking them down from the charity stripe, extending the lead. Simple basketball.
Howard, the pass to Thibault. So Philadelphia wins it. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me...
Downtown Milwaukee is seen from the shore of... Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Simmons. And it's Green in at the small forward position. And for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Teague, and it's Lopez in at the 5. Roam in the paint. Now here is Holiday. Outside Teague. Back to Holiday. All sorts of time. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. All teams tonight, Greg, love to push the ball up the floor, even off made shots.
You know, trying to find an opening before the half-court D can set up. I think you're going to see more and more of that every year.
I agree. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he seizes it.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. From past the arc. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid inside. Teague covering. That one is good from Joel Embiid.
And the man just brings his lunch pail and goes to work. What sets Embiid apart is he does it with such ease.
Now here is Holiday. Here's Lopez. The kick out to Holiday. Nailed from three-point land. Holiday's got 5 points so far.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Simmons against Antetokounmpo. Simmons can't get it to go.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Lopez with the ball. Now Green defending. Outside, Simmons. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. Yep. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Now here's Antetokounmpo, just 4 to shoot. Here's Holiday, and it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile one block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
76ers ball.
76ers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. On the wing, Green. And it's Simmons penetrating. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You see that nasty streak Embiid possesses. Part of why he's a superstar. Great motor.
Now here is Holiday. He has 5. Embiid with the steal. Here's Green. Tries again. Second shot opportunity. And Embiid lays it in. Embiid's got 6.
And showcasing that overwhelming strength. Embiid is so skilled at finishing over the aggressive defense.
Here's Holiday. Down low, Lopez. Top of the key, Teague. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. The shot by Holiday, no good. The 76ers leading by 4. Thibault kicks to Simmons. It's thrown by Antetokounmpo. And it's the Bucks on the break. Middleton leading the charge. Here's Teague outside Holiday. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by T. Kicks it out to Giannis. Passes it to Holiday. Back to Giannis. That one a little long.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there.
Oh,
goodness. Oh, sensational speed by Simmons. Trucking it down the court and beating everyone.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Lopez with the bucket.
How about Drew Holiday? Unselfish, team-first player. Love that from the guard position.
On the wing, Milton. Now, here's Maxey, guarded by Holiday. And there's the foul. It'll go on P.J. Tucker. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Bucks. Portis, who's checked in for Lopez. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. And stolen by Portis. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And he makes that one.
Lead passes like that are so hard to defend. He never had to break his stride, so full speed, 2 points.
High post, Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Howard showing great mobility there, solid at getting past the defense on that drive.
Now here's Teague. He is still scoreless so far in this one. Portis kicks to Teague. No good on the triple. And that does it for the first quarter. 76ers on top, up by 4. And we'll We recently caught up with Drew Holiday, who talked about some trying.
Being able to go through adversity and come up strong.
And Greg, you feel like that pressure never really got to Holiday.
One of the toughest guards in the league, mentally and physically. He's a machine that just keeps on coming, no matter the circumstances.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. What stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, we've got T. P.J. Tucker is out there with Bobby Portis. And it's Forbes in at the 2. Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Scott comes in for Korkmaz. And Maxey subbed in for Hill. 5 to shoot. It's stolen by Milton. And stolen by Portis. Here's Connaughton, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace, that's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
Here's Howard, and it's slammed in by Howard.
Yeah, no answer for Dwight Howard that deep inside the paint, always looking to throw it down.
Bucks trail by 4. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now. And in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from 3, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step-backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having to guard the three-point line.
Here's Giannis. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Good size and the ability to carve out space. Lopez battling on the rebound.
Outside Curry. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket. Giannis with it. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. Here's Embiid, and the dunk by Embiid.
And that interior presence of Embiid, guys that big shouldn't be able to move like that.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on. And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Holiday. He's got 5. He dishes it to Lopez. The kick out to Holiday. Tries again.
I see him.
6 on the shot clock. Here's Antetokounmpo. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Well, for Tobias Harris to take this step, getting away from scoring and finding teammates to become a more adept passer, that's good signs.
The drive by Giannis. Here's Lopez. Count it. Lopez has got 7 points.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Simmons passes to Thibault. Back to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Now Simmons. He has 7. Thibault kicks to Harris. Simmons on the wing. Lopez with the block.
This defense gets a lot scarier when Lopez is blocking shots.
Gets it off. The shot misses. And so it's Philadelphia holding. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the... For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. The largest lead they had was 6. And that does it for our...
Rolling around my block.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Joel Embiid has been sensational.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
And the team appreciating all of that dirty work going on. His activity has been phenomenal.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. They've got Embiid. Harris is out there with Howard. Then it's George Hill. And it's Korkmaz in at the shooting guard position. Clock at 6. Here's Harris. And the rejection by Giannis. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Korkmaz, and Simmons subbed in for George Hill.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
On the wing, Holiday. He has 5. Count it, and the Philadelphia lead has been cut to just 11 on the basket from Lopez.
Yep, that's a great look from Giannis there.
And last season, Giannis Antetokounmpo welcoming his first child into the world.
And maybe now an MVP at home as a most valuable pop-up. The mother of his son was a volleyball player in her day. So you got to think, as this kid grows up, maybe the recruits are sending letters already. Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
And your point guard's got to be the catalyst. Great job getting to the 10.
Well, Greg, he knows when they need a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
Pass to Embiid. No good on that one. Now the Bucks take it the other way.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Giannis outside. To the middle. Embiid with the steal. Now the 76ers on the break. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. A different look for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Teague, the pass to Portis. And Middleton kicks to Forbes. Back to Middleton. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Count it. Good. Portis has got his first basket.
Well, Middleton right now staying aware of where his teammates are and hitting them when they're open.
Philadelphia leading by 7. And here is Simmons. 9 points in the game so far. Count that one. Simmons got 11.
This looks like he's got more feel tonight. Like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And the Bucks making a change here. Connaughton's checked in. Philadelphia also making some changes. Mike Scott's checked in for Joel Embiid. Seth Curry comes in for Harris. And Maxey subbed in for Ben Simmons. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. And that one's good. Maxey.
They're playing working to perfection there if that was their plan. And if it wasn't, maybe that should be their plan.
Here is Forbes. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. Teague, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Milwaukee shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
Now, here's Maxey. Howard, the pass to Maxey. And he gets it to go.
A good decision right there from Dwight. Excellent awareness on that particular play.
Teague against Curry. The kick out to Teague. Trying to get open is Lopez. Middleton right side. Scott against Antetokounmpo. Howard with the steal. Fast break. Here we go. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, easy call.
76ers have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
And Coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
The 76ers making a switch here. Tolliver's checked in, and he knocks down the first one. Scott hits them both. There's 21 seconds left to play in the third. Giannis outside. Inside, Lopez. T kicks to Lopez. Wants to get it to Antetokounmpo and does. That one good for 2.
Fundamental play there from Lopez, spotting the open man and then sending him the ball.
Up in time, and that shot was up in time but doesn't go in. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. 76ers lead by. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Teague, and it's Connaughton in at the small forward. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. That's going to send Drew Holiday to the free throw line. That one on Embiid.
Such a terrific two-way guy. Drew Holiday isn't just an offensive powerhouse. He loves to play defense. I mean, loves it.
Pass to Thibault. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
And the first one drops. Harris is checked in for the 76ers. Ben Simmons comes in for Hill, and that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Bucks trail by 9. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Lopez up top. Back to Antetokounmpo. Holiday with the 3. He can't hit that time. And Philadelphia the other way now. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Outside, Simmons. Oh, he jams it right over Giannis Antetokounmpo. Wow!
I'm amazed at Simmons' athletic ability. He moves so fluidly for someone that size.
T kicks to Antetokounmpo. There's the dish to Holiday. Back to Antetokounmpo. Just 5 to shoot. Holiday, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Simmons dishes to Green. Now the pass to Thibault. 76ers moving the ball around. Here's Simmons, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one is on Holiday.
The 2018 Rookie of the Year. Simmons' NBA career got off to a great start, and he's only continued to improve.
A different look for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Bryn Forbes in for Jeff Teague. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Howard's checked in. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Holiday, the pass to Tucker. Now Portis. Back to Tucker. They need this. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Howard's got his 5th rebound in this one. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. They've played a great 4th quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Thibault, the pass to Howard. Back to Thibault. Launches it. Embiid kicks to Harris. Pass to Simmons. The 3. A new 14 for the 76ers. Embiid wide open. Tough break there. Shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. Bucks trail by 15. 1:49 left in the game. To the wing on the left. Connaughton passes to Tucker. Back to Connaughton. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Teague in for Bryn Forbes. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Danny Green, he's checked in for Dwight Howard. Green kicks to Simmons. Pass to Thibault. On the wing, Harris. Defended by Middleton. Lets it go with the 3. Harris, no good. For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the 3rd quarter.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the 76ers.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Joel Embiid.
That's amazing defense from him. Seemed to know exactly when to pounce on the passing lanes and predictive steals.
Green taking his time here. Simmons passes to Embiid. Outside, Simmons. The 3 ball. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. Teague against Curry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Giannis left side. Scott pulls it in. Here's Korkmaz. No good. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. The city of Atlanta. Hi, and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. DA, take it away.
Hey, Kevin.
They're fun to watch, DA. Thanks. And one injury for them. They're still pretty close to full strength, though.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Harrison and Embiid together in the middle. Simmons is out there with Matisse Thybulle, and it's Green in at the 3. And for Atlanta, Clint Capella is out there with John Collins. Then there's Bogdanovich, and it's Young, and it's Snell in at the small forward position. And so it's the Hawks getting on the board first. Here's Simmons, slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That's on Clint Capella.
Right now, Simmons is a question with no answer. A tenacious scorer who finishes with muscle through contact.
For both teams tonight, Clark, unbelievable talent up front.
Agreed. And, you know, in the trenches, in the paint is where this one's going to be decided. It's going to be won or lost there. And that's not something we say very often in this day and age with the three-point shooting, the small ball, the spacing of the floor, the pick-and-roll action. It'll be different tonight. Capella's so good at finishing around the rim, showing you right there great explosiveness inside.
On the wing, Harris. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. And it's Simmons penetrating.
My goodness, I didn't think they could top that last dunk, but it only took them a couple seconds.
Not much defense, Greg, on those last few possessions, but does anyone mind?
Not at all.
I don't think the fans have a problem with it one bit. This is some crowd-pleasing action we've got going right now.
Here's Thybulle. Doesn't get it to drop for him. So the Hawks will take it the other way. Here's Snell and Embiid with the block.
Yeah, good energy and awareness that time by Embiid to deny that shot.
Here's Simmons, and he uses the glass on the layup. Simmons got 6 points.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Young dishes to Collins. Back to Young. Goes back up. Capella. It's hauled in by Harris. The 76ers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Thybulle, the pass to Embiid.
Love the way Embiid knows how to play with force down low, which in turn makes the defense get physical with it.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And converted more than 4 out of every 5 free throw attempts last year, so just solid at the line.
You know, he really did excel at the stripe. I mean, they couldn't have asked for too much more from him when it came to knocking down free throws.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Gallinari, he's checked in for John Collins. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Tony Snell. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And it's Williams in for Trae Young.
Simmons doing a nice job there mucking up passing lanes and making life difficult for the opposition. And that's a mindset, but also activity and energy display.
Here's Huerter. Will it go? And he lays it up and in.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Outside, Simmons. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely. a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And the Hawks making a change here. Okongwu's checked in. Now here's Williams. Gallinari dishes to Okongwu.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup. Give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Dunn, he's checked in for Atlanta. 1:31 left to play in the first. Maxey, no good. The Hawks trail by 4. Here's Okongwu. Curry with some nice D. And here they come. And here we go. Poked away. Gallinari with the steal. And it's Hunter with the jam.
And what I admire about Hunter is that opportunistic attitude. This kid just makes things happen.
Here's Maxey. Atlanta with the rebound. Now, here's Hunter. The second effort. That shot off the mark. Nice D from Scott. Pass to Maxey. There's 37 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Howard banked in off the glass.
You know, this is where Howard does the most damage. With his height and length and athleticism, how do you guard him inside?
And here is Dunn. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Gallinari outside. From deep three-point range. Offensive rebound.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed.
And then the nifty touch to tip it in as well.
Maxey, no good. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Hawks shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
Tie game in Atlanta. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
And you know, when the bench is playing such a big role early, that certainly allows the starters to stay fresh throughout the game.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, George Hill out there with Shake Milton. Then there's Howard. Then there's Harris. And it's Korkmaz with the threesome. And some changes here for the 76ers. Scotty's checked in for Harris. Seth Curry comes in for Korkmaz. And Maxey's subbed in for Hill. Maxey, no good. And there's the call on Howard. That is his first foul of the game. The basket here gets them back in front.
And it's been a long time coming, partner.
Young outside. To the inside. Here's Collins. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. 76ers have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Curry gets the bucket.
Hey, when Seth Curry sees holes in the defense, he pounces on them.
And so Young will bring it up for the Hawks. Trailing by 2. Outside Bogdanovich. Over Curry. A nice shot by Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got his first points of the game.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
On the wing, Milton. Passes it to Maxey. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. No doubt, Greg, you are known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. Count that bucket.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Yeah, things are starting to look up. I mean, they're making amends for that slow start, finding a rhythm right now.
And that one's good. Maxey. The Hawks leading. Pass to Young. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And having to respect Young's deep range defensively, hard to close off the lane.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now, and they get it back. Curry passes it to Howard, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Atlanta making some changes. Gallinari, he's checked in for Collins. Hunter comes in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Trae Young. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Embiid, he's checked in for Howard. Ben Simmons comes in for Scott. Danny Green, he's checked in for Shake Milton. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Maxey. Simmons with it. He's got 8. And Simmons slams it in.
The slashability of Simmons, really creating havoc for the defense with his aggressive cutting mentality.
Williams attacking. Lays it up off the glass. Williams has got the lead up to 5 now for Atlanta.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Simmons' shot is good.
Outstanding focus that time by Simmons. Nothing really rattles this guy. He's unflappable, even when he's getting bodied by the defense like that.
Here's Huerter. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches. He used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
Williams looking over the floor. Basket good. Williams has got the lead back up to 5 now for the Hawks.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Now here's Simmons. 14 points for him.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
And the Hawks making a change here. Dunn's checked in. And then for Philadelphia, Dwight Howard's checked in for Joel Embiid. Tobias Harris comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Shake Milton in for Green. Outside, Simmons. Howard trying to free himself up. It will go down, and the Hawks' lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Simmons. The Hawks shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. And there's the pass to Gallinari. For the 3. That shot is off. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to a competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. Their biggest deficit was 6 points in the opening. And that should do it.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. What a game we're seeing from Simmons.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
John Collins is out there with Clint Capella. Then it's Trae Young. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Snell in at the 3. They're the group for Nate McMillan starting the second half. Here's Snell. No points in the game yet for him. Collins finds Young. 6 on the shot clock. That one's rebounded by Embiid.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Yeah, they call him Dancing Danny Green, and you can see why. Excellent offensive instincts there.
And so they foul intentionally. And some changes here for the 76ers. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Mike Scott. Harris comes in for Green, and Simmons subbed in for Maxey. Now, here is Young, and Embiid with the block. To the middle, here's Thibault, and Capella sends it back.
Boy, the timing Capella has on the defensive end, outstanding. Terrific at knowing exactly when to go up for those blocks.
Okongwu's checked in for Capella. And it's the Hawks ball. It's a 1-point game.
And last season for Capella wasn't that easy. Had his year cut short to injury, never got the chance to suit up with his new team in the Hawks.
Harris with it. Now guarded by Bogdanovich. Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
You know, what touch from the Australian native, Ben Simmons. I mean, he's so good at staying under control, even when facing physical contact.
Now, here is Young. And Embiid with the block. Harris looking it over, and slam dunk by Harris.
You know, we talk a lot about athleticism, guys. It's important, and right there, Harris used his well to create for himself.
And with Capella and the Hawks, both are excited for this season.
And on paper, Capella seems like a great fit. Can finish inside, pairs well with John Collins and Trae Young, and Capella could be the difference maker to get this team back in the playoffs.
Simmons can't get it to go. The Hawks trail by 3.
Boy, an awful beginning to this half, guys, missing their first 4 attempts.
It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Stolen by Collins. Here's Bogdanovich. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. The 76ers leading by 3. Howard, the pass to Embiid, and stolen by Okongwu. Young with the ball. Now guarded by Simmons. Young, good.
And the work ethic coming into play there. I like how Young can just focus on the task at hand.
Simmons inside. He's against Young. Simmons can't get it to go. Here's Snell. And the layup's good off the glass. Snell's got his first bucket in this one.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Simmons against Collins. Shots good by Simmons.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Well, constantly finding lanes to the basket, getting great looks inside.
Now, here is Young. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Young's got 4 points this quarter.
Right there, you see it. Young's ability to operate out of that pick and roll, very advanced for a player of his age.
Here's Simmons. Basket counts. And the 76ers lead by 1.
Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding him. Let him eat.
And Young kicks to Bogdanovich. From the arc. It's hauled in by Thibault. Thibault's got 4 rebounds in this game. The drive by Simmons.
Yeah, and you know, for Simmons to be so young, he has a great basketball IQ, and he plays to his strengths on offense and plays to him well.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Scotty's checked in for Joel Embiid. Shake Milton comes in for Harris. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And Maxey subbed in for Ben Simmons. Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Capella.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses? Understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
Curry. It's blocked. Now Capella. He's got 6. Williams gets the bucket. Williams has got 8 points.
Boy, he twisted his body up right there just enough to create space. Williams so slick and ill-like inside.
And it's in there as we approach the fourth quarter. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
1 second left. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
What was really impressive there, though, guys, was that he could have rushed it and panicked, and yet he kept his cool and splashed it.
And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Harrison and Embiid together in the middle. Korkmaz is out there with Hill, and it's Green in at the small forward. Here's Korkmaz. From deep. It's hauled in by Dunn. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands.
Yeah, he wanted credit for the basket and the assist on that one.
Hill passes to Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Boy, time to tighten it up on defense. A stop here would be huge.
Here's Herter. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Here's Capella, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Hill.
And, you know, one of the things you admire most about Clint Capella is that he plays to his strengths. He doesn't do stuff that he can't do. An athletic big man who, in that way, is similar to DeAndre Jordan.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. John Collins, he's checked in for Gallinari. Tony Snell comes in for Hutter. Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Kevin Herter. And Trae Young subbed in for Chris Dunn. The rebound by Young. Atlanta leading by 3. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Howard's checked in for Philadelphia.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Back to Thybulle. Here's Harris. Thybulle trying to get open. Harris's shot is off. The Hawks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And slam dunk by Harris.
Big man coming through. Have to enjoy watching Harris attack the rack with that kind of ferocity.
Young dishes to Bogdanovic.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Now, here's Capella. After Ben Simmons' miss. A nice shot by Young.
Game tightening up, no problem. Put the ball in Young's hand and let the young fella go to work.
Here's Simmons. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to hear Nate McMillan talk to his team during the break. This game is obviously close, could go either way, and he wanted to make sure that his guys were all on the same page and were all staying with the game plan in order to close this one out. Kevin?
Now, here's Hunter. After Clint Capella's miss. Clock is at 3. Young. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Simmons slams it in.
Tell you what, if you're pulling for Ben Simmons, it's great whenever he takes over a possession like that. Killer instinct for sure.
Now, here is Young. 4th quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Good on the shot. And guys, here in the 4th quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Outside, Simmons. Over Young. Embiid. It's good on the putback.
And you know Embiid wants the ball in these situations. He wants that shot. He wants to come through for his team.
Young looking it over. It's in!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
Now here is Harris. Embiid kicks to Simmons. Embiid trying to break loose. Good!
Hey, when the game is tight and snug, Simmons rises to the occasion, effortlessly capitalizing when his team desperately needs him to do so.
Here's Young. Here's Capella. Second chance shot, and he gets the whistle. 2. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And, guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Young, right side. Got it!
So calm when the game is on the line. Young knows it's his job to bring this game home.
7 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Here's Simmons. No good.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
Yeah, I agree with you there, but at least they did get the clock stopped. That is the one saving grace of that situation.
And so making both free throws, that'll give them the lead here.
You know, after missing his first year out of college due to injury, Ben Simmons ended up winning Rookie of the Year in 2018, proving the wait was worth it.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 1. Just 4 seconds left to play in the final quarter. What do you think, guys?
And this is it, guys. Down 1. They've got just enough time to work it around for a good shot, and it better be a good shot because it's the only shot they have.
So it's Philadelphia taking the W in a The activity in front of the Brooklyn Museum, not too far from. And is that
Kevin? Thanks.
Thanks, David. Short a rotation play, nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
A look at the 76ers starting group. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Green in at the 3. And for the Nets, they've got Joe Harris. Jordan is out there with Durant, and it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Harden in at the 5. Here's Simmons. Look at that.
The versatility of Simmons, astounding, amazing, impressive. Dunks like this are just insane.
Harden the pass to Jordan. And Embiid with the block. Outside, Green. And it's sent back by KD.
Well, you're not going to sneak that shot past Durant, not with the reach that he has.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Nets. 6-point game. And the jam by Harden.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim.
And it's crazy to think how soft a touch Embiid has on his shot. The league rarely sees a guy with his size have such a rhythmic form shooting.
Yeah, and Embiid has always been comfortable shooting outside. Not the best percentages from deep, but enough to keep defenders honest. His touch shows up most when he goes into his post fadeaways. You know, they say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that should have been
He
easy.
can't get that one to fall. And it's Philadelphia the other way. Thibault, the pass to Simmons. Misses from short range.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Oh, man, you just want to go find some place to hide, man. It's almost impossible to miss that.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And Simmons slams it in.
The physicality of Simmons on display, showing some fight and fearlessness with plays like this.
Irving looking over the floor. Makes it off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's Simmons. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
He's got the hot hand right now. As long as he can keep getting open, they've got to keep feeding him.
And a wide open look for Irving. And the Nets, another 3.
Another area where Irving is lethal. I mean, sweet release on his 3-ball.
Outside, Simmons. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Teams have dynasties, the 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there?
That's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. And that one's good, Maxey.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now, here is Harden.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
The drive by Scott and finished off by Scott.
He gives up a lot of size to most other power forwards, but not too many of them can fly like he can.
Harden with it. From past the arc. Dwight Howard pulls it in. Philadelphia leading by 3. Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And, guys, they put the defense on the defensive.
The pass to Harden. And he banks in the layup. Harden's got 6.
Amazing awareness. He's committed to keeping his eyes up and teammates involved. That's the type of player Griffin is.
Out left to the wing. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Look, he may not be thought of as big for a center, but with his ability to go vertical, he sure plays big.
Here's Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
Oh, and when Harden is going strong to the rim, he's looking for the throwdown, whipping the rim down hard on that one.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Maxey, that's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Harden has a wide open look. Another miss by Harden. Here's Milton. Count that one.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Yeah, and so far, both teams have been outstanding at the offensive end, but we got a lot of game left to play.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. 76ers lead by. And recently, Kevin Durant discussed what they have to face.
I think we get a lot of teams' best shot.
And Greg, it's one of the great challenges of being one of the teams to beat.
But that's the difference with a superstar like Durant. He can give you elite play from start to finish. Lesser guys can do that only in spurts.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
We've got Brown. Green is out there with Harris. Then there's Irving. And it's Claxton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Here's Here's Irving. He has 7. No good from outside.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more.
Oh!
And that was the correct play to make. George Hill, a very discerning playmaker.
Nets trail by 7. Here's Irving. Count that as his 4th basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Durant comes in for Green, and it's Tyler Johnson in for Brown. Then for the 76ers, Mike Scott's checked in for Joel Embiid. Shake Milton comes in for Korkmaz. And it's Seth Curry in for George Hill. Good on the bucket.
I admire the confidence of Irving, always on the attack, superb at penetrating towards the rim.
The 76ers leading by 3. Now, here's Maxey. And Durant sends it back. Harris passes to Jordan. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Irving for 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. And here is Howard. 6 points for him. Down low. Outside for Curry. 3. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And a new group in for the Nets. Griffin's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. Luwawu is checked in for Joe Harris. And it's Brown in for Kyrie Irving. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
James Harden, he's checked in for the Nets. And stolen by Harris. And now they decide to foul intentionally. So for the Nets, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Griffin. Kevin Durant comes in for Jeff Green. And Harris subbed in for Luwawu. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
A problem inside. That's what he is. Once Simmons gets the ball in the positioning that he wants, he goes for the throwdown.
Harden outside. And the rejection by Embiid. Moving it up. And then Simmons slams it in.
Yeah, he continues to improve as a passer. The sky's the limit for Embiid and his all-around game.
Harden against Green. Harden the pass to Harris. Looking to get back on track here. That's good. The Philadelphia lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from James Harden.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul. Brooklyn on defense. Here's Simmons. Here's Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
This is what a point guard should do. Simmons is so adept at noticing when the defense is overcommitted.
Green against Harden. Great D that time from Green. Philadelphia leading by 7. Ahead, here's Simmons. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Korkmaz checked in for the 76ers. Hill comes in for Danny Green. Harden, good. Nice job down low. Harden's got 12 points in the game.
Well, Harden's strength is part of what makes him special. Able to score through all kinds of contact.
Simmons on the wing. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. Kyrie Irving's checked in for James Harden. Then for the 76ers, Danny Green, he's checked in for Hill. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Korkmaz. Outside Irving. Drains the three-pointer. Irving's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Well, that's almost a sure thing when you leave him that wide open on the perimeter. I mean, that's his sweet spot.
Simmons against Durant. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Awesome at cutting inside. The quick feet of Simmons are hard to keep up with on the drive.
The 76ers shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. The Nets making a switch here. Luwalu's checked in. Here's Brown. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. Brown's got his first 2 points.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Pass to Embiid. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Here's Durant, and KD throws it down.
I mean, this guy is almost 7 feet. Durant runs the floor beautifully, knowing where to be at all times in transition.
And a close game so far.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. Ben Simmons putting in some incredible work. He had 14 points and 1 assist. He's been... Thanks for joining us, folks.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Ben Simmons in this game, he's been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Ben Simmons is out there with Matisse Thybulle, and it's Green in at the small forward position. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was...
Wow, hammering it in! Brooklyn trailing. Harris outside. On its way from Irving for 2. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Embiid's got 6 rebounds here tonight, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid. And here are the Nets. Outside Irving. Lets it go from 14. And that's good for 2. Irving's got the lead up to 1 now for the Nets. Outside Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Give him another. Simmons is terrific tonight. He's figuring out ways to light it up.
Now Irving. He's got 18. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
It's only a matter of time until his three-point shot comes back to him. I mean, he knocked down 2 threes before halftime. Nothing so far here in the second.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's what Philadelphia is going with right now. Green, he's checked in for Korkmaz. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Shake Milton. And it's Ben Simmons in for Seth Curry.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Bobbed up there for Embiid. And stolen by Harris. And Irving gets it to go on the assist by Griffin. Irving's got 22 points.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
What about the speed and the muscle Simmons has? He makes defenders nervous, if you ask me. Such a difficult matchup.
And a new group in for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Griffin. Kevin Durant comes in for Jeff Green. Luwawu Cabarrot, he's checked in for Harris. And it's Bruce Brown in for Kyrie Irving. Out to KD. And stolen by Simmons. That one drops for him. Thibault's got it all tied up now for Philadelphia.
It's a big boost when Green's in sync with his teammates. That kind of fluid ball movement is big for them at that end of the floor.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. KD passes to Harden. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Made that one. It's his 7th of the contest, 7 for 15 from the floor.
The bearded one cannot be intimidated. No matter how much contact Harden takes, he'll still find a way to finish.
So for the Nets, Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Jordan. And it's Green in for Kevin Durant. Here's Maxey. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Maxey's got 6.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Here's Brown. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Nets lead by 2.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
The shot, no good. Griffin with some nice D. From deep, Harden. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Howard's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Maxey. Great D that time from Green. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Now here's Harden, guarded closely.
Still plenty of time for him to contribute in this game, but it's a tough stretch he's going through.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Curry on the wing. 36 seconds left in the third quarter. Maxey, no good.
And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Tobias Harris is checked in for Mike Scott. Korkmaz comes in for Seth Curry. And it's Hill in for Maxey. Pass to Howard. Back to Milton. Shoots from 14. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
And he's not going to pass up that one. And trust me, he shouldn't. He's solid from that in-between area.
Harden up top. Some solid defense from Harris.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against him. That's just great work inside.
What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for the... And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. The 76ers trail by 4. Harris is out there with Green. Then there's Irving. Then it's Harden. And it's Claxton in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Harris, no good. And yes, it's good.
Oh, you better know where Embiid is. I mean, when you lose sight of him, he'll kill you on the board.
And so they foul intentionally. So for the Nets, Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Durant comes in for Jeff Green. And it's Johnson in for James Harden. Then for the 76ers, Danny Green, he's checked in for Korkmaz. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Shake Milton. And it's Ben Simmons in for George Hill. And that one's good, Irving.
and the feel Irving has for the mid-range game, effective at working this area of the court.
Simmons on the wing. And Simmons slams it in.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
This is why they go to him. When the game is tight, he ups his intensity level.
Irving from long range. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Oh, the lob for Simmons. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
That's all you have to do. Throw it in Simmons' general direction. He'll take care of the rest.
Now here's Irving, defended by Thibault. It's good.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Outside, Simmons. Right block shot, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
All right, puts it on the deck and takes it to the hoop. Simmons is one of the best at using the dribble to score.
Outside, Irving. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Irving's got 14 points here in the second half. And Embiid has got the ball here for Philadelphia. And it's Simmons penetrating. And Simmons slams it in.
Like whenever Simmons finishes with power off the drive, he'll make a poster.
And an intentional foul right there. James Harden, he's checked in for the Nets. Howard's checked in for Philadelphia. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Irving for 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Irving's got 31 points.
And with the game he's having, there's no doubt he'll be the guy they lean on to protect the lead.
The drive by Simmons gets the bucket and the foul. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Oh, rising to the challenge. This is where young players like Simmons need to make their mark.
Nets have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Now, here is Irving, defended by Thibault. Good work there as it goes.
Well, you know they're going to go to Irving in these spots. He's tremendous at scoring when his team needs a bucket.
Thibault, the pass to Simmons. It's tipped. It's stolen by Harris. And there's the call on Howard. That'll be his second foul of the game. Harden the pass to Irving. Back to Harden. Shot clock at 5. Jordan trying to free himself up, and that one's good. Irving.
The tenacity Irving plays with is infectious. I mean, staying in attack mode, scoring in a variety of ways.
Here's Simmons, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Nice work to get it inside and draw contact.
It's the first that narrows the lead down to just 3.
I mean, you got to love the skill set Simmons possesses. A nightly triple-double threat. He stuffs the stat sheet.
And now down to a 1-possession game. Those foul shots, huge.
Here's Irving. Offensive rebound. Harris finds Harden. And a miss there on the triple. 76ers have gotten it done so far from the field here in the fourth. Going 6 for 7.
What I love about the big man is his fearlessness. I mean, Embiid, he's a leader who feels comfortable taking big shots.
Harden surveying the D. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Passes it to Jordan, and stolen by Howard. And now the 76ers on the break. Lobbed up there for Howard. Count it!
This is what great players do. Howard relishes the chance to hit these important shots.
The big-time possession here.
Yeah, and their hearts must be going 100 miles an hour right now.
It's Harden with the drive. Yes! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Back to Simmons. Can't cash in. Timeout called the Nets. And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Ben Simmons.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
Timeout called the Nets. The score knotted at 64. 3 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Irving. Yes!
Come on, Irving is a terrific clutch shooter. He welcomes any chance he can to sink these type of shots.
And the 76ers call time here. They're down by 2. 1 second left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And with under 2 seconds remaining, they need something quick. Don't have time for an extra pass here, but they want to try for a 3 off the inbound play and go for the win. Definitely doable.
And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up.